That's for now. Now, Harrison, look at this. Look at this. Your mistake was you divided the birdies by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, 5 rows. Now, the total isn't 5 because there are 5 rows. The total in this story is 15 because 15 matches were played and not 5 matches. Can you see the difference? And Dia, your mistake was you must have done the sums wrong because you got a different answer to everyone else. I think the answer is roughly 1.6 something, which is like 2 birds for question 3. You got something different. So you need to check over your stuff. When I sort of say check it, fix it, you must do that. Otherwise, those mistakes will remain in your life forever. Here's the far more advanced one we're doing. And what I've done is to, let's make it big. What I've done is to clean this. This is all covered in workings out from previous year. But what I've done now is to just clean it so we can talk and have a discussion. Okay, the objective is to work out the mean from data that's trapped into little groups. Each little group, the 40 to 50s, the 50 to 60 weights, each individual group is called a class. That's the technical mathematical term for it. So they're classes. So if you're just over 60 but up to 70, you're in that weight category, or better still, use the word class. Now here's the question I have for an intelligent person. These 2 people, and there's 2 people within this class, do we know their individual weights?
No.
Good, we do not. What about maybe these 10 people? Do we know their individual weights?
No.
Who says yes, and explain why? Explain why it's yes.
I just thought because there's like 10, I think kg different. Maybe as like estimate, maybe each one's like 70, 71, 72 kg.
Okay, that's very, very intelligent. Let me reiterate that because unfortunately it never comes that good on the video. So what you're saying, yeah, well these 10 guys, I reckon we do know their individual weights because I'm going to assume that there's somebody at 71, somebody at 72, somebody at 73, somebody at 74. Do we know that for sure?
Yes, sir.
Do we know that for sure? We don't. All these 10 could be bang on 80. Could be. They're in that class. So therefore, how can you possibly go 2 times whatever, 15 times whatever, 18 times whatever? Here, the whatevers are obvious. It's just a single number. This is not in groups. Here, the data is in groups. So what are we going to do? What are we going to multiply that 2 by? What are we going to multiply that 15 by? Answer, you assume that everybody in each class is sitting at the midpoint of that weight class. Do you see that? So if you don't get that little bit, just watch carefully. So MP, I'm going to try and write the word midpoint. Okay, the point in the middle. So here's the midpoint weight. Between 40 and 50, we've got 45 kilos. Is that all right? So I'm going to assume these 2 guys are each 45 kilos. I have to do that because why would I go as low as 40 or as high as 50? And why should I guess that maybe one of them is 42 and the other one's 49? I can't guess that. So we're going to assume for the purpose of calculation that each of these weights are taken as the midpoint. All right. So the midpoint here is
55.
okay, and I'm getting glitchy now because I'm videoing. And the midpoint here is
65.
and the midpoint here is 75.
75.
And the midpoint for these guys is 85. Correct. All right. So I want to make that 5 look better because I don't want my video to be complete rubbish. Here we go. 5 and 5. Now I'm going to assume these 2 guys have a weight of 45 each. Now we're going to multiply across as normal, just like we did back here. Yeah? Now we can just use it. So 2 45s is called 90 kilos. Somebody work out 15 times 55 for me. Otherwise I have to use my machine and do this.
750.
Is it really? Thank you. So
750.
So is that you, Yusuf?
Yes, sir. Yusuf.
Okay, Yusuf, I made it 825. 15 times 55. What did you do?
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Okay, got to be very careful. I'm going to have to leave this calculator out now. So that's going to be 825 by weight. The next one's going to be 18 lots of 65. Oops.
I don't know how.
1170.
1170, thanks Harrison and the rest of you guys. 1170. Do the next one to check up on me as well. Oh, I can do that. Multiply that by 10. 750 kilos. And 2 of these is roughly what's that? 170?
Yeah.
170. I'm going to do it anyway. I don't trust you. You might lie to me just to screw up my teaching. There we go, 170. So put that to bed for now. 170 kilos. So what this is the total mass of all these kids. And there would be kids because the weight of them, I think. So this bit here, how do we do this action? We took the midpoint and we times it by the frequency. There isn't space to write midpoint times frequency, but take it as read. Okay, now as usual, we need to do some totals. And be very careful, Harrison, and be very careful, Dio. How many people are we talking about in this story? How do you do it?
Do you have to plus all the frequencies?
You've got to add all these guys up. So I've got 30 plus 8 and 2, 40. 45 plus 2, 47. Can somebody check it quickly on their machine?
Yeah.
As in, yes, it is, or yes, it isn't?
Yes, sir.
Glory. So, is that okay? Are you okay with that?
I had to do the thing.
Does this come to 47, everyone? Okay, just mute yourselves unless you're talking to me. So 45, 7. Okay, I'm going to go with that. Now, I need some of you to do all of this so that we can agree on the actual answer. So we've got the total number of people.
I've got 3,005.
So, anyone else got 3,005?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3,005 kilos, which is about 3.005 tons of kids. That's a lot of kids. So that's the total weight of all the children. I'm going to put kilograms there. Now, how do you work out a mean? The total weight divided by the total number. So now I'm going to write the word mean here and make it stand out. Thing is, I've got to show my working, not like some of you lot who just dump answers on me. Right, I want to do this myself. So 3,005 divided amongst 47. So on average, we have a mass of, changing to decimals when you're ready, 63.9. Okay, I'm going to go with 63.9 kilograms as a mean mass of all these kids. That's not bad. Now, I really need to make some more space here somehow. That is how you work out the mean of group data. But from the sheet that's on the attachment to this lesson asks for 2 more questions. And these 2 more questions I've got to try and fit here somewhere. I will change colour to make this stand out. Here it is. Now, here is an easy part. I'm going to make it fit here, and hopefully you can read it when the video comes up. In which group or which class do you find the modal weight? Okay.
60 to 70 kg.
Correct. When you say the average, I don't mean by average. The mode is the most. In which class? That one right there, class there, Yusuf. In which class do most of these kids sit? They're mostly in the 60s to 70s, but you've got to write it like this, Harrison, otherwise it will be wrong. 60 less than the weight of the child that we're talking about, but that weight can be less than or up to 70 kilos, and that's what you do. You just find the one that's the most. So I'm going to put an orange ring around that one because that's where most of them are, and I'm saying turn left and have a look. Now this is the more tricky bit. It's an extension to what you've done, and you've never done it in this with this style of table before. Let's go a serious purpley kind of colour, and now I want to work out where the median weight lies. Now I'm going to write here median equals and do my thinking elsewhere. Right. The median is the middle one, is that not correct? If it's all in order?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see these weights are all in order? 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, etc. The table is in order. You don't have to arrange it from smallest to last. Now, I've got 57 students. Don't talk, Harrison. Harrison, don't talk. So I've got 47 students. How do I find the middle student? Somebody else talk.
7 divided by 2.
7. Where'd you get 7 from? There is not 7 students there in total. How do I find the middle student?
Which is 47 divided by 2.
Oh, there's 47 divided by 2. We want to find the middle person. So that's going to be, what, 24-ish, the middle person?
Yeah.
Okay, now watch this. So far, I've got 2 students in order. With these 15, how many students do I now have? Sid, you're smart.
17.
Correct, 17. I've got 17 accounted for. Have I reached my 24th student yet?
No.
Now, what am I up to if I include this class? How many students have we got?
You get 35.
You get 35, thank you, you do. Now, I want to stop there because I've definitely gone over halfway towards the total number of 47. So I know my middle student is going to be somewhere amongst this category here, this class. So I'm just going to read it back and say, you're in there as well. So the median is going to be found in, and I've got to write it, 60 less than W less than or equals to 70. I've got to write it easy, it won't fit on the page. There it is. This is a difficult thing. Now please note, this colour matches that and nothing else. And I want to keep adding these anyway, just for completeness. 45 plus 2 is 47. Okay, so I've gone from 0 to 47, and the middle student is going to be bang on the 24th one. And the 24th one is not here, it's not here, it's in there. So just read the class, 60 to 70, and you've got to write it like that, otherwise I'll mark it wrong. All right, now you've got the sheet. The choice is you print it off if you can and stick it in your book and do it, but refer to this as a model. Here's the sheet I'm talking about, it's right there. I did a screenshot of that and uploaded it and cropped it, all the rest of it. So you can do exactly the same thing, midpoint and then midpoint times frequency. In which class does the mode lie? Where's the mode? And clearly it's in this category here. In which class does the median lie? I haven't got a clue, I've not even done this question. I just found it from last year and students did it and I marked it. So I'm relying on some of the sisters to get it completely right, that I can use you as a marker for the other students when they gives the work. Now, you need to actually do it right now. Don't wait, Salah. Don't make me wait days. That's just silly. Do it right now, immediately. There you go. If you got a phone, you can actually take a picture of this now, so you don't get delayed in any way. Don't delay yourselves, because it will take me a little while to upload this video. Is that okay? So that's where we are. Any questions before I move on? Identify yourself and let's ask any questions you want to. Okay, so if you've got a spare phone, you want to take that photo, you can do that. That's the actual question. If you've got a printer, save yourself a load of time rather than doing all that. And the title, Harrison, which you should underline, and DR as well, which you should underline, is the mean of group data, or estimating the mean of group data. That's the main thing.